Good morning, it's Jonathan Barrett with the morning debrief. The current time is 6:27, the Dow's been closed 27 minutes and it's the 12th of October 2011. Okay, the Dow down 14 points, S&P up 0.3, the Nasdaq up 15. Quite a relatively positive night, I guess. We didn't certainly slip a fair way, particularly after the comments from Trichet, which indicated obviously more concern in the euro. I think the optimism that we've had from the market moving higher over the Franco-German alliance is slowly starting to wear holes, I guess. The key for us is how do you solve within 20 days the sovereign debt issue on an economy that's worth 12.46 billion US dollars, or close to 20.09% of the total world trade. That to me is a tough approach, but Merkel and Sarkozy certainly have got their work cut out for them. Let's see how that unfolds. I think in the lead up, I think it is a little bit of a concern. Anyway, Barack Obama turns around and basically says more support's needed. We know that, and I think he's got more problems, one, re-voting, and secondly, trying to get his own package through Congress. So there's still a lot of hurdles, a lot of headwind that we're fighting against in order to get these economies moving. Although the data out of the US seems to be relatively okay, so we might avert some form of a recession there. Just last night, manufacturing output drops more than forecast. Okay, expect all data to ebb and flow for some time. Obviously, $11 billion payment. $11 billion payment, loan payment is likely in November. I'll just say that again, $11 billion on a loan repayment payment. Now that's a lot. There's no doubt about it. Anyway, on that, crude oil continues to be relatively strong, but that's purely on the back of the optimism that we've had. So let's have a look around the world at some of the markets. And world indices first. It's just coming up a little bit slow at the moment, but that's okay. All right, when you look at a snapshot, the Dow we know was down. The top 50 in Europe was down, the FTSE down, and the CAC was down. The DAX was up 17. Obviously, just once again, there we go, US stocks decline on market issues. Okay, there we are. So a little bit of an issue there. So across the world, everything relatively quiet. Let's have a look at where our market closed on SICOM. Let's make sure I got the right one now. I think I did. But anyway, let's see where our market closed on SICOM. And there it is there. I closed down 4 points, 4,234. Still maintaining that 4,000 level, so that is quite good in itself. Although, as we're all aware, lots and lots of volatility. Okay, let's have a look at the commodities markets and some strong moves in some of the grains. I think people felt that they needed a little bit of catch-up, so they have. First of all, Brent crude was up 2. West Texas was up 54 points. Looking through the grains, you can see corn up 40, wheat up 58. So soybeans up 58, wheat up 43, so quite strong there. Copper off a little bit, and gold just off a fraction, 1666. But certainly holding up well. Onto the currency, let's have a look at that dollar index. It hit that 80, down it came. It's come down with quite a vengeance, there's no doubt about it. As people, optimism, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Optimism in the equity markets move up. Short dollar, long commodity play, and there you have it. So quite a savage fall there, correcting this move. 73, 72 to 80, so a little bit more downside, perhaps even down to 77 before we find a little bit of support there. I'm not too unhappy with that. The Aussie Battler, 99.82. Once again, obviously, the commodity market certainly helping that Aussie just a little bit, and a strong move there, 99.82. 96.50 we've always talked about, that's probably the key at the moment. The inability for the market to stay below that suggests higher. I do feel that this is just still a bull rally or a bull move in an overall bear market. So I'm not too excited about buying that Aussie at the moment, although granted, if we can see some level of optimism continuing, then obviously that Aussie has that ability to test through that 102, 102.50 level. Okay, apart from that, if we have a look at some of the other markets, there's that Aussie there. As you can see, very strong move, but all in all, yeah, it's sort of, well, anyway, it's certainly trending one way. There's no focus since we had that low down at that 94, so it's quite a strong move. Okay, let's have a look at some of the other charts. Gold, 1665. Just mulling going sideways, there's no doubt about it. Might set itself up for a quick move to the downside, but as you can see, the market is very steady in terms of what it wants. Let's see this morning, each day we do see that the Chinese market comes in and buys it, so that's going to be a bit of a telling point, so see how that unfolds. Silver the same, 32.14. All that, let's have a look at the local market, 42.27, and it's expected to open pretty marginal today. So let's see, 42.27. Just wait for that chart to load up. And there you go. You can see that very strong move there once again, and just treading water. Expect more of the same today. Might even come under a little bit of pressure. Rightio, let's have a look at the economic calendar. And it's coming up. Gee, it is slow this morning. No, we just got to. That doesn't come up. We'll we'll move on to another system, which is no problems. Oh, there we go. As soon as you say that, it tends to do something. No, it's still a little bit slow. Just walk on another system. So, I don't know what. There it is. It's a Wednesday. Okay. Today we've got home loans, investment lending in Australia. RBA DBIL speeches. DeBelly gives a speech. A little bit of data, obviously, in Europe. And really nothing of note elsewhere. Yeah, nothing too major elsewhere. So I guess if anything there, nothing too much to hang our hat on. I guess the main key is obviously as we lead into the unemployment data at the end of the week in the US. That's probably about it. So so really that's about it from me. I hope everyone has a great day, and we'll certainly talk to you tomorrow. And bye for now.